Weirdo put toes on there. I don't know who put toes on there. It's crazy. But
when you heard that, bro, when you heard that, going out to all the Norteño homeboys, putting it down for their town. San Fran Michon, putting it down. Mousy, drop that shit, homeboy. Shoo!
Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did, because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is the streets.
Oh, there's no reason for me to be on a Norteño Mount
Facts.
Rushmore.
He's finally speaking facts.
That wasn't me. I didn't even put toes on there. I don't know who put toes on there. It's crazy. But
hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. The only one that's in the field. These jokesters, what are we talking about today? PaperWork Podcast. Big Fat Dork Insane and some other fools. Shout out to Young Cinco and Trapperloke. Dope rappers. Respects to them. I gotta give them a little bit of respects. But today we talking about why these fools keep disrespecting Goldtoes. Julio Goldtoes Sanchez. Recently, I don't know who it was, one of the bloggers put out a route. So basically what's been happening is they've been doing these AI things where they're putting out, Mount Rushmore, but like of all kinds of things. And they did have Norteño rappers. And the people that were up there were Woody, Goldtoes, rest in peace, Young TYS, Take Your Shit, and Big Tone, which are all have the right to be up there. And then people started making videos about who should be up there. And then there's fools that start hating on Goldtoes, saying that he's not a rapper, and then whoop de whoop wop. And I'm going to say my little piece on that too. And then these fools had to come in, say their little piece, and start hating. And I just want to know why, fool. Why do you fools think it's funny to hate on somebody that's been doing it longer than you, helped you guys out, and will do it after you fools are gone from this little wave that you think you're having? It's always like these fools that think they're more famous than they are. It's like when a girl thinks she's cuter than she really is. You feel me? Y'all gotta stop thinking you're bigger than the program, my boy. You feel me? And so anyway, everybody, even in their own comments, say that Goldtoes should be up there. So I want to know in the comments below, do you think Goldtoes should be part of the top 4 Norteño rappers, Northerners that really putting it in? That Goldtoes, why Goldtoes should be up there before these jokesters that don't know about their history. Maybe they're either too young, too dumb, or too jealous. You feel me? Ooh, did I say it? Too jealous. Yes. I think that I can hear a little jealousy, bro. I can hear a little, you're mad that nobody put you on there until later. You got these bloggers kissing your ass, bro, jocking you. I don't know why they're scared of you, but I'm not. I'm your Huckleberry, baby. So anyway, first off, before we get to these suckers hating on my boy Goldtoes, the people that need to be up there, Goldtoes. In the north side, this is how we ride. Red rag, do or die. Better run and hide. Bro, those words, it might have been made by somebody else, but Goldtoes put that together. You don't understand how we use those words to ride in the streets in the 90s. And you can hate on me and say whatever you want, but my life is my experience. And anybody can tell you that the people that were bumping music while they were gangbanging in the 90s, they were listening to Goldtoes, 17 Reasons, Darkroom Familia, and a bunch. And yes, we can get into it. There's a whole host of Speedy Lokes and shout out to Dakota and all kinds of other dudes, Casper, and just a gang of fools, bro. Was it Tony? I forgot his name, like Tony B or something. My bad. I wasn't really into a bunch of the music. I was listening to Tupac, but what I did listen to was Woody. That was like one of the number ones thing. You had a Woody and you had Goldtoes in there. Then you had Darkroom Familia, bro. Dun 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 dun, the funky Norteños. And I used to never like Darkroom Familia, bro, because they would put, I'm a gunner ese. Put it down for they town. That shit, homeboy. Shit. So listen, bro. This is what I gotta tell you. This is why it's crazy that these fools would not put Goldtoes in the Mount Rushmore, bro. Bro, when we were growing up, everybody, when you heard this right here, dog, when you heard this, when you heard that, bro, when you heard that, going out to all the Norteño homeboys, putting it down for their town. San Francisco, putting it down. Mousy, drop that shit, homeboy. Shoo! And remember that shoo that all these fools be doing all the time. That when it was born right there. We didn't live in San Francisco. We didn't live over there. We lived 45 minutes away, dog. How do you think we started saying shoo? We started doing that because of that song, bro. That's culture. That's creating culture right there. And it was, I mean, everybody still says that to today, bro. What have y'all done? Or anybody that you guys were talking about, trying to put the boy trying not to put the boy on, man. Sorry, I'm getting flustered with my words right now, dog, because it's so annoying, dog, that you have to deal with these fools that are always trying to take the shine away from Goldtoes, who's like the nicest dude in the world. That's the other funny part, dog. You guys try to get at fools that you know they're not going to try to get at you because he's at a higher level than you. But it's crazy, people in the Bay Area, bro, that we just let these fools talk about our homeboy like that. It's crazy that you fools aren't saying nothing, bro. This black and brown thing started because of Goldtoes. Everything that you guys have, that whole podcast is because of Goldtoes. You would have none of this if it wasn't for Goldtoes. And you're going to try to say that somebody's a weirdo for putting Goldtoes up there and just brush them off. And then there's a bunch of the homies sitting around, bro. That was disappointing to see these homies, especially like Young Cinco and Trapper, that are like, to me, more respectable dudes. Just let them talk about Goldtoes like he ain't nothing, bro. Like he's not done hella things. Like he hasn't done hella things for Young Cinco. You feel me? Like, what the heck, my boy? Why didn't you say it? I don't understand why you guys are so afraid of BFD. I could tell in the conversation, even when Insane was trying to put some good points about like why the youngsters shouldn't really be in the greatest, you know, and why TYS is like a great influential person, and he did birth like the whole new generation for sure. And if we are gonna put some youngsters on that Mount Rushmore, TYS definitely should be up there. Here, real quick, these are the dudes that need to be up there. Goldtoes. Sir Dino. I don't care if he's went Christian or whatever, bro. You don't understand. Like Goldtoes had this one album. You know, Woody had a couple albums, but Sir Dino and his group of people, Dark Room Familia, bro, they brought song, albums, movies, GUN, bro. They brought all that. Generation of United Norteños. You guys don't understand because you weren't there. I was there in the 90s. It was like an invasion of Southsiders, and really it was just a bunch of paisas. But some of them were down, bro. And so we had to come together, bro, to fight back against this invasion. And you can tell me that I'm not this or that, but I was there, bro. I remember everything. I remember who was there and who wasn't. And this music is some of the music that we use to go against this whole invasion, bro. And eventually basically won. Because if you look at Northern California, respectfully, it's full of red. It's so much red now that you got these fools from Sacramento that fight each other in Sacramento. I guess they're bringing their street culture into the music industry, because it's the only group of people that I see that hate on Goldtoes, and I still don't get it why, bro. I just feel that you guys have been sitting on the sideline watching Goldtoes just really do it. Really do it like you'll never be able to do it, though. And do it with style. You vatos don't know how to dress. Because you're fun. I love Sacramento, man. I lived in the deepest part of hell, so I didn't want to disrespect Sacramento. But you know Sacramento be jealous of the Bay always. The whole culture around Sacramento is copying the Bay. It's not that far. 2 hours away. Shout out Sacktown, Mactown. I got no problems with Sacramento. It's a little hot. You feel me? But I like that little thing they do Friday nights in the downtown or whatever. I used to get lit out there. My boy Stefan. But back to this. Why, dog? Why? Okay. Goldtoes brings show. He brings black and brown entertainment. He brings this Latin, bro. Eventually that kid was a Young Flocks. That was one of the sickest songs ever, dog. He helped so many homie rappers. Louis Loke. Come on, coming out of San Francisco, California, bro. Are you serious? That fool will out-rap all you fools. Now, I will say, BFD, you do know how to rap. You do make good music. That song you did with AWACS is probably one of the best songs of this little, like, modern time. I will not deny that, bro. I just wish that you could higher your standards. You're still calling these fools scraps. You're still, like, you know what I mean? Acting like we're gangbanging, bro. You're on a podcast in front of a camera, dog. 20 years ago, did you ever think that you'd be in front of a camera talking on a mic? So all the police can know everything about you? I think that's funny. You are a big fat dork. But anyway, Goldtoes changed the whole, brought black and brown people together. That also helped inspire GUN, Darkroom Familia. They were more like the Valley, you know. So we had the Bay, 17 Reasons. Woody was in there, the Bay right there. Yak, you feel me? And we'll talk about Woody right now. And Darkroom Familia had the whole Valley, bro. So we have the whole Valley, and then Woody and Goldtoes in the Bay Area. And that covers most of the bases, right? And Woody's music, bro, it was off the hook. It was real mobby, bro. It was really dope. It was some of the first kind of music that really told the story. In one of his songs, he's like, I forgot how he says it. He's like, in 93, we were doing this. In 94, we were 95, we were getting money. In 95, 6 or something, we forgot who we were or whatever. I'm not going to try to get into it, but Woody's music was so influential, bro. We all bumped it majorly, and he passed away. And even though he doesn't have a huge catalog, it's all about who you birthed, too. And he broke Tone, dog, and Tone has been representing ever since. And he has hills and valleys, and I don't really listen to his music, but I respect him as a man and how he carries himself and how he navigates through these crazy hater-ass waters, you know? So I do believe that he could be up there eventually. But we have to put Goldtoes up there for the culture, for bringing people together, for this, Latin, for black and brown, for going to Texas, for going to the South Side, for evolving, for elevating, for not being afraid to go do podcasts and go, you know, work with Swifty Blue and other people, you know what I mean? Or whatever, other people too. I'm trying to remember the homie from San Diego right now, but I'm saying, dog, it's really sad that you fools are just going to brush the vato off. And you need to get your respects up, bro. You guys are not professionals and you're not carrying yourself with any kind of class, you know? And you got a civilian over here popping it on you fools because you don't know what you're talking about. That's why rappers should never be podcasters, bro. These vatos don't even know what they're talking about. They were getting their presidents mixed up, and when the Mount Rushmore came about in 1941 and this and that, it was just hilarious, bro. I couldn't watch it. I can't watch a whole hour of these fools. So I just had to watch a little piece. But the only thing that I agree with them is a little bit about the youngsters coming up. But this conversation is not about youngsters. It's about OGs. That's the whole point. Mount Rushmore was done in 1941 for the most dopest way past presidents, not current presidents, bro. So you're having a conversation about current rappers? Doesn't make any sense. It has to be fools that are, you know, OGs in the game. Even Tone being up there is a little bit like this because he's still going. Even Goldtoes. And I know Goldtoes isn't a rapper, but he's created this whole thing, bro. If it wasn't for Goldtoes, none of you fools would be doing it. Not like this. Not with no style. Okay? So, Woody, Goldtoes, Sir Dino. And these fools don't want to put him up there because he's a Christian, a dropout, this and that. It's so like little childish, you know, like just pushing people off. You got to give people their flowers even if you don't respect them or you don't like them or this or that. BFD, I don't respect you really, dog. But you make good music, so I'm not going to deny you that you make good music. I'm not going to deny a fact or a truth of mine just because I don't like you. You guys should try to do the same and have the same kind of class. You might not like Goldtoes, but give him his fucking flowers, bro. Because everybody else knows. That's why he's up there and you're not up there. And you never will be. Because you don't have that personality, bro. And another thing, my boy, I want you to really hear this. You don't feed as much people as Goldtoes feeds, right? He feeds people all over the world, all over the country. He feeds people all over Texas, all over LA, all over the Bay Area, all over Sacramento, MacTown, baby. He feeds and helps way more people than you for a lot longer. And I know when you were in prison, eating your little top ramen, bro, making your little spreads with the homies, watching this fool ball on you fools, it must have hurt, dog. It must have felt, you know? I know. I don't know. Because I was outside out with him and on my own, balling this whole time, dog. So I wouldn't know. I didn't spend time with a bunch of dudes mad, thinking they were tough. And then I get out with all this frustration. Because I can't blow, dog. You're never going to be popping, dog. Not because of your music. That's the sad part, bro. It's most people, they don't pop because they make bad music. You make good music. You just got a bad personality, bro. And that's not going to take you further than a podcast with a bunch of dudes on there talking about nothing. I'll probably get the same amount of views as you fools do. And I'm in my garage, bro. You guys got to be up at a studio with 5 different fools, 5 different social medias. And you still got to get it cracking, talking about other people doing great things while y'all keep sitting on the sidelines. This is all fun and games. This is a hobby for me, bro. I'm successful in my businesses. I'm successful in my family. I'm successful in my community. Your guys' community that you think I'm not successful in is the most terrible community in the world. The whole society looks down on you fools. And you guys think you're cool. Literally, active gang members, respectfully, dog, are like the bottom of the barrel, dog. We're all trying to get out of the hood. We're all trying to help each other get up, bro. And you guys are trying to divide us and put us down. You guys are like the conquerors that came with freaking Columbus. That's what you are, BFD. You're Columbus. You're a colonizer and a conqueror and a sucker, dog. All you fools are lames. I don't respect none of y'all fools. You get no play here. I just hope that people start to see the truth, bro, and start speaking up and out and not afraid like your boy Pocho One. Let me know in the comments below who you think should be on that Rushmore. And the youngsters, yes, GB should be up there. TYS, Rico, Too Smooth, bands even, if you bid more music. Acito, of course. But we're not talking about the youngsters. We're talking about the people that paved the way for you vatos and the youngsters to have a chance at it. And then when you have this chance, you try to critique the people that came before you. It's dishonorable. And again, you're not gentlemen. You're not acting like professionals. I don't know what you're doing, but you're acting like buffoons and clowns. Let me know if Goldtoes deserves his flowers. And if these fools need to get a reality check, they're not as cute as they think they are. They're not as famous as they think they are. And they really don't know what they're doing on this mic, bro. You guys are not dynamic. So, get better, do better, and stop playing with the Bay Area. This is your boy, Pocho One. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Support a real one in the field. Y'all be supporting these funny guys, bro. You gotta support the real, bro. Go support Goldtoes, GT Distribution, and go support all Woody's music. All of these fools' music. What is it? TYS's music. Keep listening to. I still bump it. Tone, GB, bro, putting it down. Acito, Young Iggs, Babyface, Top Rank, coming out. All these kids. Man, salute to all of them. I just hope that they see that they can elevate and be superstars if they wanted to. But most of them will only see regional success because they keep doing the same thing. Don't you guys know that you keep making the same mistake? It's insanity, brother. Try something different. This is your boy, Pocho One, and I'm out.